Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is finally over. The Phase 2 Pearl, after many, many leaks, we got to talk about that one. But the Phase 2 Pearl is here. The Phase 2 Pearl has been officially announced by Storm Bowling. This is the exact colorway of this ball. Looks identical to the Phase 2, just with some shine to it. They're kind of pulling a motive here with the Primal Ghost, saying we're taking the same colorway and then we're popping it onto a different cover stock. But the Phase 2 Pearl has now been officially announced. Let's go all in depth on what this ball is, where it's going to fit in your bag, what all the stats look like. Let's compare it to the stats of the Phaze AI, the Rockstar Amped, and the Zen 25, and just dig into, is this ball actually going to be worth the hype or not? If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to drop a subscription, make sure to drop a like, best way to help support the channel. We will have a full review coming Monday the 17th at 10 a.m. Central Time, so make sure to subscribe so you're the first in the know to see a completely unbiased review of the Phase 2 Pearl with a ton of comparisons. But let's get into what this bowling ball is. So, Phase 2 Pearl, what bowlers have been asking for forever, yada yada. What we really need to know is there have been many Phase 2 Pearls that have been released over the last couple of years. We've had the Phase 4 and the Phase 5, which are pretty much the same. We had the Phase AI, and now we have the Phase 2 Pearl. What makes this one different? We're going to scroll down a little bit to be able to showcase that. There is something over here, TX25 Pearl cover stock, that makes this different, and in the core, you're seeing lightweight core and no other numbers. So the big thing is, one, the cover stock is actually TX. So it's TX25, which is in addition or a bump up from TX16. TX16 is what was on the original Phase 2, and it was on the Phase AI, and it was on things like the Ion Pro and the Ion Pro Solid. However, it seems like Storm felt it needed a little extra strength because that was one of the negatives with the Phase AI. The cover was super weak, but the core was super strong. So now they buffed up the core a little bit, still TX, so still the same material and everything, just a little bit stronger. But the other big one, this is the one that I'm most excited for. There's no AI core. There is zero AI core in this Phase 2 Pearl. That is, I think, the biggest thing about it. The Phase AI flared so much compared to the original Phase 2. AI core technology, what it does is it lowers the RG, makes a ball hook earlier, but raises the differential, makes a ball flare more, overall makes it hook a lot more. So the Phase AI kind of had this weird situation of like super strong core, kind of weak cover stock. Phase 2 Pearl tries to find more of a complement between the two, where it's trying to match the cover stock and the core a little bit better. But if we look at some of the stats for it, yes, the fragrance is frosted cinnamon roll. That is a very strong cinnamon roll scent, by the way. Very strong. Actually kind of good. It still smells, though. I've drilled mine a little while ago, and it's still smelly. Release date 11/28 on Black Friday. That'll be a little bit interesting. I'm curious how that goes because you can't, of course, do anything on Thanksgiving, but I wonder how that Black Friday release is going to be. But upgraded to TX25 Pearl reactive cover stock. Let's look into this quick. Through extensive testing, it was obvious the Pearl needed to be upgraded to improve to maximize performance. So that's why the exact colors were used, and it creates a truly worthy counterpart. So like I was mentioning, they needed that little extra strength compared to what's on TX16. So they gave a little extra buff, but kept it in the TX cover stock formula. So similar cover stock formula to the original Phase 2. And then velocity core, but they say no AI tech. So you're going to see all the numbers are the exact same as the original Phase 2, where it's a 248 RG 051 differential. One of my personal favorite cores in bowling. The Phase 2 is my favorite ball of all time. I bring that literally everywhere. So will I sound very excited for this? Yes, because I love the Phase 2 and I'm excited to see this ball. 248051. Remember, 16 pounds identical for the Phase 2, 248051. 14 pounds, it's 253050. The core changes quite a bit, makes it a little bit weaker. So keep that in mind if you're a 14-pound bowler. Might not be that bad because when we look at Storm's little chart that we have, this ball is a little more in the middle between smooth and angular. It's not on the complete angular end. The fun thing with this, let's check this quick, see if we can do this. Ooh, technology, we can have it. We go here, Phase AI, boom. We are seeing that the flare potential, the original Phase 2 Pearl is higher. That one's a little odd. I don't agree with that one. Ball shape, though, is smoother than the Phaze AI. That's kind of the big thing here is the Phase 2 Pearl, they're really pushing as smoother. They're really pushing this as a little bit smoother. You're going to see that with the pattern length. It's a little bit higher on the Phase 2 Pearl. Lane condition is identical. Oil volume is identical. Hook length is a little bit closer to mid lane. So this is going to hook a little bit earlier than the Phaze AI, but it's still a Pearl Phase, so it's going to be able to get down lane a little bit. If we compare that to, say, the Rockstar Amped, for example, this one's a little bit more interesting. They're very, very, very similar. Pattern length is closer on the short end for the Rockstar Amped. The Rockstar Amped has that 248050 differential, so this is going to be the comparison that I'm most excited for because I'm a sucker for my Rockstar Amped. I've shot a 300, I've shot an 800 with it already. I think that's one of my favorite pearls on the market right now. So I'm curious to see Phase 2 Pearl versus Rockstar Amped. That's going to be the true comparison in the Storm lineup that we really need to see. And for anybody who has the original Zen 25, you're going to see the Zen 25 is supposed to be a little bit more angular. Otherwise, a lot of the rest of the numbers are very, very similar. Now, why does that all matter? Really, the comparison is what is key here. Storm has a lot of symmetrical pearls and those kind of medium sharp pearl bowling balls in their lineup. They've got the Gremlin, the Hyperdrive Pearl, Phase 2 Pearl, Rockstar Amped, Zen 25 just went away. Phaze AI just went away. We have an Ember down there. There are a lot of bowling balls in this category, which is good because the other companies don't have a whole lot in this category that is stellar right now. So it's good to have a lot from Storm there, but it's going to be very interesting to see the comparisons. Don't worry, we will compare all of these on the channel in our review on Monday. But that is what the Phase 2 Pearl is looking like right now. The price of this ball is $175, same exact original price as all of those other balls that I just mentioned. Pretty normal there. Again, comes out on Black Friday. So that's going to be very interesting, but there will be so much coverage on this Phase 2 Pearl coming very soon. You're going to see it here, so make sure to subscribe. You're going to see it on our short form. Make sure to go check all of those out in the description. There's going to be a lot of Phase 2 Pearl. This is arguably the most hyped release from Storm in the last couple of years. Not even just this year, the last couple of years. So you're going to see a lot of marketing done on this bowling ball, so be ready for that. If you are excited about this Phase 2 Pearl, or you don't care, or you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. I want to be able to see what you guys are thinking of this brand new release, what your thoughts are on a Phase 2 Pearl. Do you care? Do you not? What is the hype level of this ball? But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all on the next one.